What's up, YouTube? Nappy Head Millie, back like a bad habit. Enjoy the music. We're doing a tier list today. I was gonna do some more informal stuff, but I want to do a tier list today. So like, share, subscribe, as well as on the screen you should see twitch.tv/nappyheadmillie. We stream over there. We have fun over there. Hey, we had a great stream tonight. You'll probably get this in the morning, but hey, I could show y'all clips, but y'all gotta be there to see it. So we're doing a tier list. This is for my opinion, and this is for demolition ranked only. I have to get this out the way because people get in their feelings when you make a tier list about their favorite character, as well as you see I have on the screen already my boy glitch because of the way my camera is, but you see I have the game up. So if I need any information to bounce back off of, I'm switching from screen to screen. So S tier being the best, D tier being the worst, and you see we already got a glitch in the D tier. Glitch has a problem of his ult doesn't do enough. The rogue himself doesn't do enough. Now, as we look at his kit, he has the SKL. SKL is in a bad spot just because shotguns are in a bad spot. Nobody really uses shotguns. And if you are using shotguns, 9 times out of 10 you want to lose because there are better options to outdo the shotgun. The LMPX, to me, I love this SMG, but it is probably the worst in class, worst in slot. Best pistol in the game. Baseball bats with the nerf that's coming to melees is really gonna hurt him. It's gonna hurt him badly. So we, like I said, he got indirectly nerfed on my last video. Flashbangs is a great gadget, but with Mac coming to the game, I don't see people using flashbang users as much because of Mac. Symtex is good, but it's a little bit of risk. And then perks. Track rounds were good. Headstrong, he could rather have life drain, but overall, the role just as a breacher, he doesn't breach well compared to Sigrid and Demon. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the truth. He breaches worse than Sigrid. He's about using a time of opportunity to do what you need to do, but the problem is the time of opportunity is so minuscule, and you can get outgunned in that time that it makes the role really not worth the effort. Now, certain people can make him work, but unfortunately on my list he's a D tier role. It is what it is. Now, I believe he's my only D tier, so we can go ahead, we can move from left to right. Anvil. I feel like Anvil's in his place. He has right now his LMG is the best until Tuesday. Then I'm pretty sure Max, from what I've seen, Max, the more you shoot it, the better it gets. So it's gonna take over the maul. You know, the maul will melt the shit out of you. Again, shotgun is whatever, because shotguns are in a terrible place. He got indirectly nerfed because of the nerf to melees and baseball bat not getting the one shot anymore. APS is great, but C4 you will want another type of gadget. He's good for protecting the point. Don't get me wrong, that shield does his job, but I think he's a B tier rogue. Definitely the perks of the rogue, if you master him, is knowing how to utilize your shield. But the problem is you can put yourself in an even worse position with the shield if you don't use it properly. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't use your shield in the best situation as best as possible, be it retakes, cutting off a lane, something like that, you can put yourself in an even worse situation. And especially with a later role we'll talk about, or anybody with incinerators, that shuts that whole shield down anyway. So gotta put him at B tier. Chalk. I love Chalk, but for demolition and for what he can do, I actually, he'll be the last of the B tiers once it's all said and done. I don't think he's a C tier rogue. He does have flashbang Symtex. Flashbangs are really strong. He does have the D40, which is you can kind of throw it. I wouldn't throw it top 3. It'd be top 4 SMGs in the game. You can argue it's better than Lancer's SMG. You can make an argument that it's top 3. Spitfire, a lot of people don't like the Spitfire. I love the Spitfire, especially if you get the first tier 1 upgrade. He got the katana, so he actually gets to keep his one-shot potential. It's that shotgun. Him not having more viable options, his perks are perfect. He gets a revive. Yeah, he's a B tier. He's a B tier. He gets a revive, he gets a replenish, he gets a life drain. So he's definitely a B tier, especially with the extra health on it down, and somebody can actually get to you in time, and the fact that he can revive himself. Definitely a B tier. The thing with Chalk is player dependent. Chalk is actually pretty hard to master because knowing the situation that you're about to get yourself into and knowing either to save it for a revive or to go in full shields, 150 shields, that's the hard part about Chalk. So Chalk is definitely a B tier. I was about to put him at D tier. My favorite rogue in the game, Dahlia. So here's the thing. Dahlia main about to downplay Dahlia. I think Dahlia is definitely an A tier. I don't think she's an S tier anymore. The reason why I say that is because she can no longer link to somebody that's on the ground. So she can no longer do emergency links. And that hurts her so bad. However, that don't mean this rogue is trash. If she's if I could make like an A+ tier, I could. But if I was to put an A+ tier, she would definitely be A+ tier. There's one rogue that's better than her, and I'm pretty sure y'all know what rogue. Well, I'll say it's 2 rogues better than her in the game. But objection, I've honestly started using that way more than the MXR. The objection is good, and it lets me down so much. The objection is so good, but you cannot miss a shot on that boy. You can't miss more than 5 shots. You miss more than 5 shots without replenish, you're probably gonna be dead. MXR, we know, is probably the best DMR in the game. Executioner is amazing. Katana, she's keeping that 1 shot at the tier 1. Smoke grenades and grenades, probably the most useful gadgets in the game. And she got that beautiful perk in Lifeline and replenish. People sleep on replenish. Replenish will get you in a 2v1, a 1v2 or 1v3 situation winning. So she's definitely A tier. If she still had her link to the ground, she'll definitely be S tier, but A tier to me. Nah. Big boy Dema. I will put Dema's a hard one. Dema's definitely a hard one. He's definitely not an A or an S tier, but I don't want to put him in C tier. It's like he a B tier, but he might sit. I really want to put him like. Let's see. Let's talk about it. The KA is an okay assault rifle. It's middle of the pack. It's nothing to really harp about, but it's not trash. Mamba is middle of the pack DMR. It's not bad and it's kind of slept on, but you got to know how to hit your shots. And we know a lot of people in Roko don't know how to hit their shots. Executioner, yet again, best pistol in the game. Yet again, throwing axe, probably going to be the best melee in the game in this patch. EMP grenades, I see people use them. They're like, whatever. So right there, that's kind of a bane against him. He doesn't have but one good gadget in grenade, and even grenade is like, you got to hit. I don't care for resupply. I don't care for resupply when I play him. I don't. I like bounce back. I like nimble hands. I like that he has life drain. I don't like all his gadgets. I don't like berserker. Shredded rounds are situational, and they're, like I said, resupply. Here's the thing. He depends on you knowing how to frag. If you don't know how to frag, or you cannot get a hit with your grenade launcher, you're not using Dema to the best of his ability. So that will put him at a C tier. But if you can push, if you punch holes, if you can do whatever you can with Dema, he's definitely a B tier. So I'm gonna leave him at, he's gonna be the top of C. He'll be at the top of C, bottom of B for me. Because he's not bad, but breachers as a whole, all 3 breachers aren't that good. You know what I'm saying? There's better choices than to choose a breacher. Saints. Here's the thing about Saint. Love his revolver. I love his DMR. I could care less about his assault rifle. I think his assault rifle probably the worst in the game. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's better choices over this HRM 30KS. I think it's better choices. Yet again, got the EMP grenade. He gets replenished. Headstrong is kind of you learning that it's like it's good, but it's like meh. I don't really like his perks. He's what we call a snowball rogue. When we have another snowball rogue in the game, you need to get kills with this rogue. So you need to engage with him. You need to point people out, and you need to get the kills as quickly as possible. Here's the problem with Dallas. Dallas can get your team in a fucked up situation, pinging people out at the wrong time. Like, if he early snaps, he's useless because now you don't really know where everybody is. If he late snaps, the team could be set up and you run into an ambush. So playing off a Dallas snap, if a team isn't using smoke, he's basically supposed to be, if they use smoke, you use the snap. So you ping out where everybody is at the smoke. I haven't really seen really good Dallases, but he benefits from being intel. We know how strong intel is. So right now, I would probably put him as a C tier. I really think he's C tier. Y'all about to be mad at me. The nerf to tier hurt Fixer. But because Fixer got gentleman agreed, I gotta make a whole new tier. I have to make a whole new tier. We're gonna add a tier. We're gonna add a tier called Fixer tier. We have to. Can I add a tier? Can I? Whatever. Fixer has his own tier. Fixer has his own tier. Here's the thing with Fixer. Fixer, no matter what, is still strong if you can play with him. The nerf to the sniper rifle and the buff he's about to get is about to put him in the meta again. I mean, the buff he's about to get with taking it to one shot, but he's getting his damage back, gonna put him back in the meta. Great snipers are gonna hit that one shot. And even if you don't hit that one shot, his passive is still so good, slowing down people, that it's still great. The D3D is not a bad DMR by any means. By any means. I don't think any of the DMRs are bad. He has the second best pistol in the game with the Warren. Yeah, he got an indirect nerf with the baseball bat, and yeah, you will want him to have something else than C4, but cluster smokes are so good. And he get life drain. And he get helping hand. This rogue is I'm gonna put him at A tier. He's definitely an A tier rogue. A lot of people just don't play him because he got gentleman agreed and comp, but he's 100% still an amazing rogue if you know how to use him. So he's definitely A tier. I will put him S tier if they did not nerf the range. He would definitely be an S tier, wouldn't be a question to ask. Now, Kestrel. A lot of y'all are not about to agree with me. I think Kestrel's S tier. I think Kestrel's an S tier rogue. I think she's an S tier rogue. The reason why I think Kestrel is an S tier rogue, I feel like Kestrel is better Ronin. I feel like she's better Ronin. And Ronin, I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm gonna just put her here. Well, I'll put her there next, but Ronin's gonna be an A tier. Kestrel is good because a great Kestrel steamrolls. You have to understand what her perk does. She gets an extra $1,000 in cash. Now, it might not seem like nothing to you, but as long as the Kestrel gets a kill, no matter if she wins or loses a round, she's always viable. That allows her to have a great level round 1, round 2 spike no matter what. No matter what. As long as she gets a kill, she can have a great round 1, round 2 spike. And let her get an ace at any point in time. Let her get an ace and it's consistent at any point in time. Kestrel can literally, if she steamrolls, buy everything. Now, yet again, I wouldn't want her to have replenish. I mean, not replenish, resupply. And the P12 is kind of like, it's enemy. But still, both of her weapons, Night ain't good. I done seen some Night users go off. Bounce grenade. This is probably the best grenade in the game. Adrenaline shot. One of the best gadgets in the game to get you back to full health. Padded stealth if she wants to sneak around. I don't care for Berserker, y'all know this. Helping hand if she wants to support. Stalker on the Riptide. She's an S tier. She's definitely an S tier. And we ain't even gonna get into the Halo drones. We ain't even gonna get into those if used properly. Shut down the lane by herself. S tier. Alright. Lancer's B tier. Lancer's not that good for people to sit here and complain about. Lancer got nerfed, okay? So, the thing with Lancer, right? A lot of people like to say Lancer is busted. Oh my God, we can't beat Lancers. Those are people who do not pay attention to the map around them. The best way to counter a Lancer is if you see a Lancer, put 3 forward, 1 back. What does that mean? You always have somebody watching for that Lancer. If the Lancer beat that person, the 3 just turn on the Lancer. Lancer has to put herself in such a bad predicament for her to do anything. But a very skilled Lancer can shut down a team by herself. By herself. It's like not even a question asked. Lancer is supposed to be just like her character is. It's a track star. She's a runner, she's a track star. Get in, get out. Kill somebody, get out. Lancer is supposed to bring threats to her so that people pay attention to her while everybody else do what they're supposed to do. She's a flanker. The 24S, I don't think is that good of an SMG, but it hits. The Striker is probably one of, if not the best shotgun because it's an automatic, but even then it's like meh. Spitfire is pretty good. She got throwing that, so you know she ain't really catch the nerf as hard as other people. Symtex, she gets smoke grenade. Yet again, I love these perks. Helping Hand, Stalker, Life Drain, Tracker Round. Padded stuff so she wants to be even more sneaky, and then shredded rounds for, you know, your occasional whatever. But Lancer is definitely a B tier. You can put her, you can move her up at A, but to me she's B tier because she's player dependent. Phantom. Phantom might go on my B tier. I know. How's Fixer in A, but Phantom in B? I actually think Phantom might be the top of the B tier. She's high B, low A. High B, low A. Here's my thing about Phantom. Phantom got, honestly, a huge buff when she got Nightshade. That a lot of people won't agree with me, but Nightshade really buffed the road. She has the best sniper in my opinion in the game. This is the best sniper in the game. It's like not even a question asked. The LR-15 Full Boy is probably the best sniper in the game. Sticky Sensor, nah. She's a A. I think she's an A tier. No. She's a B tier. Listen to me. If she goes Nightshade, she's an A tier. If she goes Full Boy, she's a B tier. And it comes down to how good of a sniper you are. Because if you're not a good sniper, she goes from B tier to D tier. If you're a great sniper, she goes from B tier to damn near S tier. Nightshade just puts her at an at an A tier. It makes her way more consistent. Especially with Grievous Wounds, which is a great perk. Her nano smoke is whatever. It's just basically an extra utility. As long as nobody sits in it, it's just an extra utility to cover up wherever you want to go. But Phantom is the epitome of skill dependent in this game. She's the epitome of skill dependent in this game. So I wouldn't per se I can't put her, she's high B tier. I can't put her past B because it depends on what weapon you go at that point. But Ronin, like I said, Ronin is A. I believe Ronin is better than, she's definitely better than than Fixer, but she's not better than Dahlia. Ronin is another role that I play consistently. Ronin is literally the definition of what you can do. Her and Fixer are her and Phantom is in the same boat. She has so much room for character and player expiration that it is expression. I'm talking about expiration. I'm tripping. Expression that is crazy. You can do so much with this role based off of how you like to play. You want to be more supportive, you can do that. If you want to be more defensive with your Ronin, you can do that. If you want to be an aggressive Ronin, you can do that. All her weapons are middle of the pack. All of them. The KA, the SL, the Spitfire. She got smoke and grenade. Smoke being the best, probably utility-based gadget. Grenade being the second best, and that's the bouncing grenade. Her perks are, she doesn't have really broken perks. She has tracker rounds, which is good. Replenish, which is amazing. Tenacity got nerfed to the ground, so tenacity is whatever. Nimble hands, which that's going to help with her katana. So that's actually really good. I don't really use Invade, but Invade is pretty good, and then Berserk is whatever. She's very good, and I put her at A. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, how you put Phantom at B and put her at A, because I feel like Ronin can do a little bit more when it comes to countering Talon and Ballistic Knife. Ballistic Knife can be used in so many different ways, just like Ronin. It's like the trainee ultimate ability. You know what I'm saying? It's the best ultimate ability for somebody that really is starting to learn the game. So I gotta put her at A. The boy from Detroit, the hometown kid himself. Saint is definitely A tier. Saint is definitely A tier. Now, with the nerf to Dahlia not being able to link, that left a void for Saint to come up. Now, the best thing they did was they set that sight off of the MLX. Off the MLX, the best thing they could have did for your boy Saint, because that really moved him up. That was kind of the buff he needed. They gave him C4, another buff he needed yet again. Smokes, good. Throwing axe, kind of a nerf, but not really. He got tracker rounds. He got helping hand. The only thing that's holding him back from being anywhere near Dahlia, because remember, Dahlia could be a S tier if it wasn't for one thing. Saint is just flat A. He's definitely not a bad pick for supports, but the fact that his bot can get destroyed by many different ways, and the fact that Dahlia is just a safer pick when it comes to combating people, Saint is definitely, he's A tier, but he ain't going top of the top. And that's from somebody that actually mained both of them, so I know what I'm talking about. All right, Scorch. After the nerf to her shotgun not basically being able to one shot, Scorch has kind of fallen out of grace. She's not bad by any means, but I don't think people are willing to build those teams around Scorch anymore. So I think she's a low B tier. I won't even put her low B tier. We'll put her in the middle of B tier. She's mid B tier. The thing about Scorch is, yet again, middle of the pack SMG, and get buffed up when she flames on. Rosie is whatever. Her not having a throwable actually hurts her. Hurt her. Incinerators are amazing. It makes her a great counter against Anvil, against the next person. You know, we'll get to her. EMPs or whatever, and then her perks are just, if she had life drain, or she has something that can make her more supporting, because she's basically battle heavy. She's full blown, I want a DPS, but she should have had life drain instead of headstrong. I don't like headstrong anymore as a perk. That's just me. I don't like headstrong as a perk anymore. I feel like it's weak compared to other perks. But I wouldn't put her past B tier. I think she still falls down to a player. Can a player really go off with her when they flame on? But once the flames go off, what can you really do with Scorch? And a lot of people have shown they can't do anything without the flames with Scorch. So she's got to be a B tier for me, I'm sadly saying. This trash bag. I want to put her at D tier so bad. I'm going to put her at D tier. I don't care what y'all say. She's definitely above Glitch, but you can't tell me Secret is not a fucking D tier rogue. I'm sorry. Let me explain. Sigrid is supposed to be a utility dump. When her ballistic shield comes out, you're supposed to crouch into athletic and just be the best util dump you can be. Problem is, there are so many ways to counter Sigrid the moment she pulls out shield. It is ridiculous. Now, obviously, great Sigrids are going to make Sigrid shine, and Sigrid will go from a D tier to a B tier. However, I'm about to name everything that counters Sigrid right here. Vitraps, incendiaries, jumping over her head when her shield comes out because she has to pull out her weapon and now it's free headshots. Aiming at her head, aiming at her feet, throwing explosives behind her or putting a C4 right behind her so where she can't see her, so when she shields up, you just shoot the C4. You get where I'm going at. Them all. There are so many different ways to counter Sigrid, and a lot of people like to try and justify and say, oh, there's no real way to counter Sigrid. There are a multitude of ways to counter Sigrid. Sigrid depends on her team to follow up. A lot of these roles that are S and A tier don't need their team to follow up. They don't. They could have their team follow up, but they don't solely depend on their teams to follow up. Most of these roles on SA and even some in B can 1v2 by themselves and put in any situation. Sigrid to me cannot do that. If you put a good player versus a good Sigrid, that good player should win 95% of the time, especially if it's somebody like Scorch. A Scorch will run over this role, and this isn't me just speaking because I don't like Sigrid. I had to play her for a month, so I personally know there are so many different counters to Sigrid that a lot of people refuse to admit she's a D tier. They can keep buffing her all they want. She's still going to be a D tier. All right, let's go back to the old man. We're going back to the good old boy, Big Talon. Talon honestly has fell from grace a little bit for me because LMPS is not that strong. His sights, there's one more and we see him at the end. There's an intel that just shines a little bit more than him. But Talon, probably for the intels, fall into that place of if you can do good with Talon, you can carry a game. Just the little bit of information he gives at the right time does so well. We'll put him right behind. He definitely sits right behind Scorch in the B tier. Definitely having C4 flash is actually is a better benefit for him because he can flash throw a C4 and people won't know where the C4 went and he can catch people off guard. I've done it a couple of times. I feel like dueling, especially with him having life drain and now him having tracker, that actually made him a little bit stronger. It's just the LMPX and the D3D. I don't like this combination. I feel like submachine gun, assault rifle will work better with him, and then the PK-12 is whatever. He does skip out on that total nerf because he has katana, but definitely he deserves a spot. Now Trench is C tier. Trench has fallen away from grace. I don't fear Trench like I did season 0. I like that his bow wires, he has 2 bow wires now, but they're not threatening at all. Gadget up is very good, but unless he's linked to Dahlia, he gets no value because he has no aggressive gadgets. He has tear gas. Tear gas got nerfed. I'm not afraid of it. Whoop-de-doo. APSs are strong, but yet again, he needs that extra damage. They need to give him his extra damage. Now, I believe they are giving him tripwire over tear gas. I want to say that's what they're doing next season, but at the end of the season, there's no reason to fear him. Like I said, the HRM is whatever. The MX is good. He is catching that nerf hammer with the bat. He does have tracker rounds, but losing tenacity hurt him early, and especially helping hand is good, but he just needs more. He needs damage in his kit, and I'm glad he's getting tripwire because tripwire will honestly with him having that, and it's going to force people to play glitch, and that should bring glitch up with him. So unfortunately, he's a C tier. Now Vi is still to me S tier. My first beloved. This is the first rogue I ever brought in this game, and she is still amazing. Nightshade is amazing. That tactical shotgun, nobody uses it. Nobody ever used it. Tear gas, yet again, is terrible. Incinerate is very good. Best pistol in the game. Got katana, so she still got that one shot potential. She has replenish tracker, which is amazing, and she gets helping hand and bounce back. Also good. Quote this nerf, we don't care about that. Evade is okay in certain situations. Now I know a lot of you are saying, well, shotgun users have been lower. Why is Vi up? Because Vi has that two beautiful ticks of poison, and that poison doesn't go away. So she can shut down lanes by herself. A good Vi can shut down lanes by herself. And it's been like that since before season 0. Since they bumped her, they haven't touched her ever again. So Vi is comfortably in the S tier. She sits there, she loves it. And last but not least, we got my boy Tyler. Now, my boy Tyler, this one is a little bit harder because I'm still working on playing this road. But Tyler is the king of intel. He's the king of intel. He does what both of our boys do, but better. Then he also has the bounce grenade buff, where if it bounces and it hits somebody, he can do 200-300 damage and just like shut your whole fucking day up. That Aaron L212, people sleep on it, but that boy hurts. He also has life drain and lifeline. He is going to get nerfed with the baseball bat, and his pistol is a little bit something to be desired. But that arrow scanner, and if it get bounced, it has the potential to one shot. If it gets a headshot, that boy's an S tier. That boy is definitely an S tier. 100% an S tier. Now, if you don't like anything on this list, leave it in the comment section. I'm going to post it on Twitter before I say it. The video's going to come out. This is my tier. If I were to move everything, my tier list, if I was to move anything around, I would say is Chalk really? Chalk is back B tier. I will move. I'll honestly keep it like this. I will honestly keep it like this. I know a lot of people, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about, Nappy. It's my tier list. But if you like the content, like, share, subscribe. If you enjoy videos like this, let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it more. Maybe I'll do another one for mid-season 2. But other than that, it's been Nappy. Peace.